Remember to subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell icon to never miss an update from First Cry Parenting.
Why do children have imaginary friends and how to deal with it? Kids and imaginary friends are common, and about 1/3 of all children create one. Why do kids invent or make imaginary friends? 1. By inventing an imaginary friend like Superman or Teddy, they are able to satisfy their desire for a friend they want. 2. In the case of single children who do not have a playmate, imaginary friends are often invented to play with. 3. Imaginary friends provide a way for very shy children to speak freely without fear of judgment. 4. With parents, children are often not the ones in control. Imaginary friends can be bossed about and give your child a sense of control. 5. Children who have lost someone close because of death or a change of residence may create the person in their imagination to cope with the loss. 6. Imaginary friends are a confidence booster. They do what your child wants without the consequences of being scolded. Does an imaginary friend indicate mental disorder in a child? Generally, imaginary friends are a healthy appearance of early socialization. In rare cases, imaginary friends can be a sign of mental illness, as in those suffering from schizophrenia. What is the role imaginary friends play in a child's development? Children can practice holding both sides of a conversation by having an imaginary friend, improving their verbal skills and creative development. At what age do children start making imaginary friends? Children between 2.5 to 9 years of age tend to make imaginary friends. When do imaginary friends disappear? Imaginary friends usually disappear as a child grows up, starts school, and has to deal with the real world more often. Who can be your child's imaginary friend? Children are very creative. Imaginary friends will vary from child to child and can be pretty much anything from another person to a herd of cows. Do kids know it is an imaginary friendship? In all normal cases, your child will always know that the friend is not real and that its very existence depends on them. Should you encourage your child to make an invisible friend? It is always best that you do not try to encourage it. Instead, let it be if it happens on its own. If your child still does not invent a friend, it just means they would rather play with blocks or do something else. How to deal with invisible friends in children. 1. Do not become too involved or get too interactive with the imaginary friend. 2. Allow your child to take the lead when it comes to their friend. 3. Play along with your child. If you need to set an extra place at the table for your child's imaginary friend, do it. 4. If your child tries to use their imaginary friend as a scapegoat to avoid any mistake, ask both of them to clean it up together. An imaginary friend is a healthy part of child development. However, if it goes beyond a certain time, you should consult a doctor.